Hey everybody, it's Zev Zen from Entrepreneurs That Soar, and my show here is Zev Zest TV. This video is to kind of share with you my moments that I call live a soaring life, a soaring life. So I want to share an experience that I've had today at lunchtime, and it's about this receipt here in my hand. The reason I want to share the story is because I know many of you out there can relate to my experience today. So we all know, right, as busy folks, in our lives, whether you're an entrepreneur, professional, business people, when you go out for lunch, you meet your clients, you pick nice places to go, or maybe a location or restaurant that you're comfortable with. So I picked this restaurant, a diner that my client and I meet for this discussion. And I didn't know this, but when I walked in, sat down to place my order, and I already know what I wanted. So I quickly put in an order because I was in a very limited time, just to make sure that I'll get the order in time. And then I just realized it felt really, really cool. And I asked my client, well, do you feel like there's no heat in here? And it happened to be one of the coldest days in the week. So we realized that it was really cool, and asked the server, hey, is there any heater? And he said, well, we're something wrong with our heater, and we don't have heat. And I'm like, great, you could have told me this before I walked in, and I would have maybe made a decision to either move or go to a different restaurant, or make it really quick. Now that I've put in my order, I just didn't feel right to just leave and abandon the order. Duh, right? So I continued to sit down, and I realized something. As you can see, the topic of the video says, don't be afraid to ask for what you need. So I did need something, and that was, I was sitting there and thinking, I'm a little bit unhappy because number one, it's one of the coldest day of the weekend. I'm here stuck with a potentially new client, and it was freezing. And I'm like, what can I do? And I'm sitting down there, just an idea came about because I'm looking at my coffee cup and my client's coffee cup. And I realized within a couple of minutes of pouring the coffee into my cup, my coffee got really cold. And I'm like, it is a cold day. And I just got thinking, this is just a troubleshooter mind that I have. And I just said, wouldn't it be nice for a business like this, would offer the customers maybe a complimentary coffee, just because something isn't working. It's not to the standards of the customer. I mean, we walk in wanting to give the the restaurant business, and there's no heat. I mean, my option could have been walk out, abandon the order, and just go to, I had that choice, right, to go to a different place. But I honored my order and sit down. So I said, maybe, just maybe, I could ask if I could get complimentary coffee for me and for my client, because it's cold. And the moment that the server pours coffee into our cups and tea or whatever, in a few minutes, the liquid just got cold. So I said, let me just ask. So that's what I did, folks. And I'm sure some of you can relate. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt, but I felt it was my right as a customer to ask and say something. I knew I wasn't able to get the heater on immediately, or I knew it wasn't right for me to say, hey, give me a free lunch, give me free, because it's not right. But what I asked for was very, very small, which was complimentary coffee. They won't go to a doghouse. And I was the only one asking. Hey, you never know, right? You have to ask for what you need. Yes, there was a potentially good, good thing that it would not have happened, that I would not have gotten off my receipt. But I put in the request anyway. When I asked the server, of course, she gave me with this look like, huh? And I'm like, hello. In my heart, I was saying, I understand where she's coming from, because she doesn't have the decision-making rights. So I said, can you please ask your boss or your supervisor if I can put in the request? Because number one, I'm almost a dissatisfied customer, but I don't want to be rude, but I just requested, can you ask if they can take my coffee and my client's tea of the receipt, of this receipt. So that's what I did. I asked for what I needed. I asked if they could take the coffee and the tea off my bill so that, you know, I could be a happy customer. So my point being for you guys out there, if you are in any similar situation, not to be a pain in the butt or not to be, you know, nasty, but have an understanding that you have some sort of a right, right? Especially if you're a customer, ask. If you don't get it, that's fine, but you need to ask. If you don't ask for what you need, how can the other person or other people know what you're thinking in here, right? So ask for what you need. Don't be afraid. What's the worst that could happen? They say no, but that's okay. So in my case, if they had said no, all I could do is just either, you know, not come to the restaurant anymore, not support it anymore, or hey, the worst I could do is just take it to Yelp and just say, hey, I don't like the restaurant. I didn't think this is right, blah, 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 right? There's so many things that you can do these days, but I'm just saying, bottom line, if you have a need, ask for it. It's okay if they say the word no, because that comes with life, you know? Get used to it. So that's, you know, that's just a moment I wanted to share. And I will do another video to tell you the story of this receipt. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.